Yo, welcome back to the channel. So, the cost of living in Madagascar 2023. Let's start with flights. I mean, obviously, if you're a resident and you're just going to come and live here and you're never going to go back to Europe or America or wherever you're from, then you're not going to have any visa costs apart from your residence visa. You're not going to have any flight costs at all. So, flights. I like to fly back to the UK once a year, so I spend €80 a month on flights. Visas, for resident visa or pretty much a tourist visa if you're living on tourist visas or residency visas, I've accounted for about €80 again for visas per person. Next, obviously, if you're flying in and out of the country, you're going to have to use hotels and taxis to go from the airport until you can get on your way back to your house or whatever. So I've accounted for €10 for a hotel when you land and a hotel when you're due to leave the country in the capital, plus taxis go from the airport to the hotel and back. €10 a month. Internal flights, you might like to use an internal flight to go from Tanna to Tuliar or Fort de Fan, wherever you're living. Each year, one flight from where you're living to the capital and one flight back, €27 a month. House rent. Now, you can rent a house for €100 a month, possibly 3-bedroom house in most of Madagascar. In Nosy B, you're going to pay a little bit more. My house, I've got it at a good price. I pay €210. It's in Nosy B. It's got this view. It's 4-bedroom. So there you go. Electric, gas and water. I've accounted for about €9 a month. Possibly cheaper, depending on whether you're using air conditioning or whether you're using a fridge, freezer, TV, whether you've got lots of lights in big house, stuff like that. €9, I think it's fair enough per month to budget for your electric, your gas and your water. Satellite television, going to cost you €12 a month. Your dentist, a filling costs about €10, so I've accounted for €11 a month for dentist. This is for me family though, yeah, a family of 7 for the dentist. The doctors, the same. We don't really go to the doctors very often, very, very rare. I've accounted for €14 per person for a foreigner. New clothing. I don't know, when you're an adult and that, you don't need that many new pieces of clothing. Maybe the odd t-shirt or a new pair of socks or something like that. You should have plenty of clothing, but I've accounted for €15 per month for clothing. Maybe it's not enough for your budget, but I don't buy a lot of clothing. Household food and drink, big one. It costs a lot of money. Food and drink, as you probably know where you live in the world, food and drink are expensive now. But for the house food and drink, I spend €300 for like I say, the 7 of us, or maybe even 8 including my brother-in-law. 5 kids, 3 adults, €300 a month. If you're a single person on your own, for household food, maybe €150, because you're probably going to want to buy cheese, you want to go to the supermarket, buy cans of Coca-Cola, bottles of Coca-Cola, things that cost money, imported products, tins of sardines, tins of tuna, that sort of thing, as well as the market. Now, you could do that a lot cheaper, that food budget. You could probably do it for $100 a month if you shopped around and you cooked your own food and you lived on vegetables and a little bit of meat. You could probably do it on €100 a month. But for this, I'm going €300 a month for food. Meals out per person, €75 a month. That's going to get you about 3 meals out a month. Alcoholic drinks out and about per month. Let's say they cost €1 each drink. 10 or 11 drinks a week. You're looking at about €45 a month in alcoholic drinks out in the bars and the discotheques or the restaurants. Nice to have a maid, not essential, but it's nice to have one. They're very cheap. €42 a month is plenty for a maid. Some people will even pay their maid €20 a month or even less. I pay my maid €42 a month. Entertainment and going out. Tricky one again. You might be into golf, you might be into surfing, into scuba diving. Scuba diving, $60, €60 an hour. Yeah. So my entertainment is going to the beach. Maybe I'll buy a bottle of Coca-Cola for 70 cents for the kids to share. Get them some peanuts on the way back for 50 cents for 5 kids or something, 10 cents each. Maybe I go to the Ambassador discotheques in Nosy Bay once every now and again, go and get a few drinks with my mates, whatever it may be. I've gone for €100, but that's a hard one to guesstimate, So it could be anything like that, but me, I'm happy. €100, it's plenty for me to have a bit of entertainment going out and about. Most of it's free. You live in a beautiful country, you can go and sit on the beach, you can do so many things for free in Madagascar, it's unreal, and enjoy yourself. Public schooling, if you've got kids, for a public school, it's going to be about €10 a month. I've gone for €12 to cover any books or any extras like clothing, bits of school uniform, bits of a day trip out or something like that. €12 a month per child. Taxi buses and taxis, getting about town using badgers, tuk-tuks, push-pushes. I've gone for €38 for my family per month to get them about. I have got a car as well, so I'll talk to about that in a second. Gifts, obviously Madagascar, it's a poor country, there's going to be a lot of people asking for money. Any chance you can give me a 20 cent, 40 cent here or there. You got birthdays, Christmases, anniversaries, things like that. I've gone for €30 a month on that. Probably not enough. Like, you're probably sitting there thinking, €30 a month. I like to get a brand new iPhone for my Christmas present at least, and then they got birthdays and blah, 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 on and on and on. Right? I've gone for €30 a month for my family. We don't spend a lot. The Malagasy, they're not interested in. They're not habited, I should say. They are interested, but they're not habited to getting gifts and stuff all the time. So €30 a month on that. Phone calls, €10 a month. If you want to run a car, you're looking at about €300 a month to run a car. Maybe a moped you could run for maybe €50 a month for a moped. So there you go, cars are expensive. My family, we spend about €1,120 per month for 8 of us to live in a beautiful house. Lots of food. We go out and about. We enjoy Madagascar. The kids go to school. We've got TV, but we've got just normal fans in the house. We don't have aircon, things like that. On top of the 1,120 is the car, the running cost for the car. Like I say, around about €300 a month or something I put into my car for keeping on top of it, replacing it, maintenance, diesel, so on and so forth. Flat tyres, plenty of them because the roads are so bad, you get punctures and all sorts. So there you go, that's it for my living costs for a family of 8. It is a grand total of €1,420 per month, including my flights, my sole flights and my sole visas, and my hotels and taxis in the capital. So there you go. 2 adults. If one person, a foreigner, wants to come here, he's got no other responsibilities to look at, no wife, no girlfriend, no nothing like that, no children. One person, you can easily survive on €600 to €1,000. I think €800 is a nice amount for one person, including your flights once a year to come in and out and your visas. €800. 2 people, if it's a husband and wife coming here, 2 foreigners coming to live in Madagascar with no car, and one person's with no car as well, 2 people, $1,340 a month. If you want a child on top, the Malagasy child, you're looking at about $110 extra per month per child. So there you go. I've done a little list. Probably half of it spelt wrong because I'm dyslexic, but you can have a laugh and have a look at it, and here it is now. So there you go. Let's see if I can get the whole list on the piece of paper in one go for you. There you go. So you can take a screenshot of that and have a look at it afterwards. So there you go. Happy days. Thank you very much for watching. And why not come and live in Madagascar? Because it's cheap as chips.